in a frank conversation with the Aam Aadmi Party chief, Arvind Kejriwal.
Arvind, thank you for coming. It's wonderful to meet you again. The subject is greed. So, at the Times Literary Festival, they want us to talk about greed. Arvind, most recently, you have been accused of being greedy by none other than your mentor, Anna Hazare. Anna Hazare said, I thought I will vote, that is vote for the Aam Aadmi Party. But now I find it difficult because it is being seen that it is moving towards the path of money through power and power through money. Arvind, in the context of Anna Hazare's scathing criticism of you very recently, would you agree that power, politics and greed have become totally synonymous in India today, and you too have become a part of that system?
All of you know that this anti-corruption movement has been going on for the last 2 years. It happened under the leadership of Anna Hazare ji. In the last 2 years, what were we asking for? We were asking for just an anti-corruption, a strong anti-corruption law. In this country, if anyone indulges in corruption, there is absolutely no chance, there is no possibility that he would be punished. CBI was set up 50 years ago. CBI was set up to punish those who are very powerful people and who indulge in corruption. But in the last 50 years, CBI has been successfully able to convict only 3 people, 3 politicians, despite the fact there are so many powerful people who have indulged in corruption. Nar Bahadur Singh Bhandari, Sukhram and Bangaru Lakshman. Why is this happening? This is happening because there is something very seriously wrong with our systems, there is something very seriously wrong with our laws. Therefore, this movement took place and we wanted a strong Jan Lokpal bill. Basically, the Jan Lokpal bill said that if anyone indulges in corruption, he should be sent to jail, his property should be confiscated, and he should be thrown out of the job. Is there anything wrong in it? It should happen. In the last 2 years, all the political parties played a game with the people of this country. They played a game with this movement. They cheated the people of this country. We tried everything. We met these political leaders, we met the political parties, we pleaded before them, we wrote to them. 3 times Anna ji sat on Anshan. Once I sat on Anshan. What else we could have done? I don't think there was anything left that we should have done and we did not do. Finally, we started realizing that all these political parties are hand in gloves with each other, they are colluding with each other. They indulge in corruption together, and when anyone is caught, they all try to protect each other. And unless the politics of this country is changed, unless the politics of this country is cleaned up, the country will never get rid of corruption. And that is the reason why we entered into politics. So we were forced to enter into politics. We never wanted to enter into politics. And I remember exactly a year back, Arnab, in a program in Kolkata, had asked the same question, and we said we are not interested in entering into politics. Repeatedly we kept on saying we are not interested in politics. So on one hand we were forced to enter into politics, and on the other hand there was a sense of urgency also. Almost everything in this country is up for grabs. Everything is being looted. Iron ore mines are being looted, coal mines are being looted, thorium is being looted, land is being looted, forests are being looted. In Himachal Pradesh mountains have been sold off, and in Chhattisgarh a river has been sold off. Nothing would be left of India if we don't do something very urgently. And that is the reason we were forced to enter into politics. Till last year, Digvijay Singh and his colleagues kept on saying, चुनाव लड़के दिखाओ, चुनाव लड़के दिखाओ, चुनाव लड़ो और संसद में आ जाओ और अपना कानून खुद ही बना लेना। अब जब हम चुनाव लड़के दिखा रहे हैं, तो कह रहे हैं ये तो सत्ता के भूखे हैं, ये तो सत्ता के लालची हैं, ना ऐसे जीने देंगे हमें, ना वैसे जीने देंगे, ना चुनाव लड़ने देंगे और ना चुनाव नहीं लड़ने देंगे। I was just wondering, at the time of independence, Jawaharlal Nehru also fought elections, Baba Saheb Ambedkar also fought elections, Lal Bahadur Shastri also fought elections, Sardar Patel also fought elections. They were also in politics. At that time, if anyone used to enter politics, People used to say, बड़ा देशभक्त आदमी है, देश की सेवा करने जा रहा है। राजनीति को देश की सेवा से जोड़ा जाता था, राजनीति को देशभक्ति से जोड़ा जाता था। आज ऐसा क्या हो गया कि अगर कोई राजनीति में जाता है तो कहते हैं सत्ता का लालची है, सत्ता का लोभी है। इन लोगों ने राजनीति शब्द को खराब कर दिया है। राजनीति शब्द खराब नहीं है। पॉलिटिक्स इज अ वेरी नोबल एरिया। पॉलिटिक्स इज मेंट टू सर्व द सोसाइटी, पॉलिटिक्स इज मेंट टू सर्व द कंट्री। आज इन लोगों ने राजनीति शब्द इतना खराब कर दिया कि कोई जाता है तो कहते हैं सत्ता का लालची है। इसी को बदलने के लिए हम लोग राजनीति में आए। वी वांट टू चेंज द मीनिंग ऑफ पॉलिटिक्स इन दिस कंट्री कि 2 साल के बाद आज अगर मैं आप सब लोगों से पूछूं कि आप अपने बच्चों को क्या बनाना चाहेंगे तो आप कहेंगे डॉक्टर बनाना चाहूंगा, मैं इंजीनियर बना। कोई यहां नहीं कहेगा कि मैं पॉलिटिक्स में अपने बच्चों को लाना चाहूंगा। हम ऐसा भारत चाहते हैं कि 2 साल के बाद आप सब लोग खड़े होकर कहें कि हम अपने बच्चों को पॉलिटिक्स में लाना चाहेंगे क्योंकि हम देश के लिए काम करना चाहते हैं। That is the reason we were forced to enter into politics. Why Anna ji has said this, I am also a little surprised because on Monday last, he had clearly said that I will campaign for only Arvind's party and no one else. But 2 days later, he made this statement. So I will talk to Anna ji and I'll try to find out that did we do anything wrong in these 2 days that he was forced to change his stand. If we have done anything wrong, we will change ourselves. We are willing to change ourselves. हम बदलेंगे, हम अपने आप को सुधारेंगे। अगर अन्ना जी के मन में कुछ शंका है, अगर हमारी किसी बात ने उनको ठेस पहुंचाई, हम लोग बदलेंगे। और हमें बड़ी खुशी है कि अन्ना जी जैसे व्यक्ति हैं जो हमारे ऊपर एक मॉरल फोर्स की तरह काम कर रहे हैं। हम कोई गलती करेंगे तो अन्ना जी खड़े होकर हमें डांटेंगे और उनकी 100 डांट हमारे सर आंखों पर।
Arvind, I'm not sure about what you're saying. Because you and Anna Hazare keep changing your own positions. I know what happened in the Calcutta Club. Before an audience of 5,000 people, Arvind, you stood there and you told me, and I have the tape with me, you said, I can tell you today on this day of December that we and our group is not interested in politics, will never enter politics, and we will be a social force outside of politics, not now but forever. Now people change their mind. Then 2 or 3 days before you announced that you are going on a political route, you told me, no, this is all rumors, I will never get into politics. As far as Anna is concerned, I want to be absolutely sure that it is not an ego battle that has gone on between you and Anna. Because you said in August, and I have your tweet, Anna clearly directed us to start forming a political party. If he says even once that he doesn't want us to do that, we will immediately withdraw in seconds. Let Anna say once that he is against a political party formation and we will immediately withdraw. On 11 occasions in the last 3 months, I have concluded, Anna has said exactly that. If Anna was your guru, if Anna was your moral guide, why have you gone loggerheads against everything that he has said? And is that also not driven by your own ambition?
I completely concede everything that you are saying. I am not disputing that. As I have already said, that हम लोग नेता नहीं है, हमें राजनीति करनी नहीं आती और ना हम चुनावों में और सत्ता की राजनीति में भाग लेने के लिए आए हैं। Firstly, if power was the issue, अगर सत्ता ही लेनी होती तो इनकम टैक्स की नौकरी में इनकम टैक्स कमिश्नर के पास कोई कम पावर नहीं होती है। अपने इलाके का बादशाह होता है वो। इनकम टैक्स की नौकरी छोड़ के इस पूरे फील्ड के अंदर हम नहीं कूदते। Some people accuse that right from the beginning, अरविंद तो शुरू से ही चाहता था सत्ता में आना and this all was नाटक। I was just wondering, 2010 November, September, October, November, that was a time when some of us got together and we drafted this Jan Lokpal bill. So the people are accusing right at that time I had those intentions of entering into politics. So that means in 2010 September, I sat down and I thought, now we have a Jan Lokpal bill. Now I should get Anna, Kiran Bedi, Prashant Bhushan, everyone on board. And next year on 5th April, we will make Anna sit on fast. And then the government would set up a joint drafting committee. I predicted all that. The government would set up a joint drafting committee which would finally fail. And then now we will make Anna sit on next fast on 16th August. And then the parliament would make 3 promises. Again, the parliament will go back and then we will jump into politics. This is all we predicted 2 years back. I think the life doesn't work like that. I wish I could predict the next 2 years like this. जिंदगी एक एक दिन के हिसाब से चलती है. हमारी पॉलिटिक्स में आने की मंशा थी, ऐसा बिल्कुल गलत है. हमारी पॉलिटिक्स में आने की मंशा नहीं थी, लेकिन the situation has turned in such a manner that we are forced into politics and we are willing to take up this challenge. You are very right. I did say कि अगर अन्ना कहेंगे हम पॉलिटिक्स में नहीं आएंगे. शुरू में अन्ना जी का ये आइडिया था हम लोगों के आंदोलन में इसको चर्चा करने के लिए. I will not like to go into those details.
No, please do. The Aam Aadmi wants to know.
No, Aam Aadmi wants to know. I
will
would
get
like to ask, how many of you feel that we have made a mistake by entering into politics? 1, 2, 3, 4. And how many of you feel that we did the right thing by entering into politics? So I think let's forget the past and let's move on. What we have responded to is the popular demand from the people. The people of this country feel that this is the only way left to change the politics of the country. And without changing the politics of this country, you cannot get the country rid of poverty, illiteracy, corruption and crime. This is the only way. You have to clean up the politics of this country. I have greatest and highest regards for Anna, and I completely agree that I said that, but later on all of us sat down and we thought, एक तरफ हमारे सामने अन्ना जी हैं, अन्ना जी की बहुत इज्जत करते हैं हम लोग. इनफैक्ट 26 नवंबर के पहले जब हमारी पार्टी लॉन्च हो रही थी, 3 दिन पहले मैंने उनको फोन किया था एंड आई सेड अन्ना जी आपका आशीर्वाद चाहिए. ही सेज आई एम विद यू. तो कुछ ना कुछ हमसे गलती हुई होगी अगले 3-4 दिन के अंदर. आई विल टॉक टू हिम. अगर मेरे से कोई गलती हुई है उनसे बात करेंगे, वो मुझे बताएंगे तो हम चेंज करेंगे अपने आप को. लेकिन हमें ये लगता है कि देश को बचाने के लिए यही एक रास्ता है और हम.
On the 7th of December last year, you said two things. One, you said, I will never ever look at politics or enter politics and I will always stay outside of it. You also said one more thing. You said, when I asked Lokpal, till it is a Jan Lokpal and till we have only that Lokpal, then I will not move my attention from this subject at all. This was an answer to my question to you, that can India be a one-issue nation? And you said, well, all that matters to me and my team is the Lokpal. And a lot of people supported you and your team in large numbers because of your unswerving and direct focus on the Lokpal. The Lokpal became this center, this epicenter of a national debate, and people felt once we have a Lokpal, however uncomfortable it makes politicians feel, it will be the first real change in the system. Arvind, did you move your attention away from the Lokpal too soon?
Of course not. अगर दिल्ली के चुनाव आम आदमी पार्टी जीतती है तो 15 दिन के अंदर दिल्ली के अंदर जन लोक आयुक्त बिल पास होगा.
That is not the Lokpal.
It is Lokpal.
It's a Lok Ayukt. I'm talking of the nation.
After that it is parliamentary election.
In parliament, you know.
It is up to them.
No, Arvind, listen. You know the process in parliament. You know better than anyone else, and you can probably make this audience more aware of the fact that the winter session of parliament is through and we have no Lokpal. It has been presented, it has not been passed. There will be a big discussion on it. No, my question to you is at a larger level. Can India be a one-issue nation? One. On only the issue of corruption. You said last year India should be a one-issue country on the issue of Lokpal and hence on corruption. Is there a clear contradiction between these two positions that you've taken?